GM just made a big decision that I think a lot of drivers are not going to be happy with. They just confirmed the decision that involves removing a major feature that people use every single time they drive. Now, a couple years ago when GM launched the new EVs like the Hummer EV, the Blazer EV, and Cadillac's Lyriq, people quickly noticed something strange. None of them supported Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. At first, most people assumed it was just temporary. Maybe GM hadn't finalized the software or it was an EV only thing, but then GM came out and confirmed it. They were intentionally removing phone mirroring altogether, and that hit a nerve because CarPlay and Android Auto aren't just nice extras. They become part of the driving experience for most people. Navigation, messages, music, even voice assistants, all built around your phone. So why on earth would GM cut that out? It turns out it isn't just about apps, it's about control. GM's strategy revolves around a new unified computing platform they're developing in-house. Starting around 2028, the system will roll out across all of their vehicles, beginning with the Cadillac Escalade IQ. The goal is to create a software ecosystem entirely controlled by GM. They built it around Google's architecture, so things like Google Maps and Google Assistant will still be integrated, but the company wants to handle the entire digital experience themselves. That means over-the-air updates, new subscription features, and most importantly, full access to all the driver data that Apple and Android currently wall off. Now on paper, GM says this is about safety and simplicity. They claim that running everything through their native system allows for better integration with things like the car's sensors, battery management, and heads-up displays. But many drivers see it differently. They see a company trying to lock them into its own software, one that's slower, less intuitive, and far more restrictive than what people already use. If you think about it, most of us have spent years building habits around our phones. CarPlay and Android Auto just make it seamless to take that experience into the car. Removing that connection feels like taking a step backward, especially when every other automaker still offers it. But here's what makes this even more interesting. GM isn't alone. Other automakers are quietly experimenting with the same idea, trying to move away from third-party software into their own digital ecosystems. Because in the future, the car isn't just a machine, it's a data platform. Every route, every preference, every purchase is valuable information to them. And if you control the system, you control the data. That's what this shift is really about. Now, GM insists that their new Google-based software will be faster, smarter, and more reliable than CarPlay ever was. And sure, maybe it will improve over time, but right now, most people, losing CarPlay or Android Auto is a deal breaker. So here's the real question. Would you still buy a new car if it didn't support your phone? Or does this decision make you look elsewhere? Maybe Ford, Toyota, or even Tesla? Because if this gamble doesn't pay off, GM might find itself losing more than just a software feature. They could lose a generation of buyers who expect their cars to work exactly the way their phones do. So what do you think? Is GM being bold or just out of touch? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your take on this one. And if you found this video helpful, drop a like, hit the subscribe for more breakdowns on major auto news. I'm DC5 James, and I'll see you in the next video.